Okay, so I'm starting this video off by assuming that no one listening to this video has $10,000 available to give up right now and set aside. Um, Now, $10,000 is the median cost of bail in the United States right now. I know I can't afford it, and for those people who can't give it up, they would stay in jail if they were accused of crime for weeks up to months before their trial. And that's how bail in the United States works. Cash bail is immoral, unnecessary, and I believe we should abolish it. Anyone can fall victim to the cash bail system, even if you're innocent and have not committed any crimes. The cash bail system can reach and affect you as well, and it completely undermines the idea of innocent until proven guilty. I'm going to start this with a quick recap of my last speech on what cash bail was, and then I'm going to move into the injustices it causes, as well as how much it costs and why it's unnecessary. The whole purpose of bail is a temporary release from jail for a person accused of a crime, in turn for them showing up to the court date when their trial is scheduled. And the bail money is then returned to that person when the trial is over. Now you're thinking this might be necessary to keep the society safe. I'll get into that a little later, but I'm going to start off with the injustices. First, I'd like to take a dive into the problem with setting bail and the prejudices applied when judges do this. So, bail is set by judges, and unfortunately, some judges have their own prejudices against certain groups of people. A study by the New York City Criminal Justice Agency found that the input of a prosecutor has an overwhelming influence on a judge's decision when setting bail. And this is extremely evident because black defenders, on average, will have higher bail costs compared to other racial groups for the same crimes. And by setting these unaffordable bail costs, it's a path for the judges to deny people pretrial release without just denying them bail. And that's a classic case of racial discrimination in our system. Another injustice present in the cash bail system is commercial bail bonds. These are companies that will pay you bail as a loan with a heavy interest applied, usually 10 to 15%, in order for you to get out of jail. With that, 40% of Americans are unable to afford an expense of $400. So you can imagine bail amounts of $500 to $1,000, small amounts in terms of bail, are completely out of their reach. So commercial bail bonds serve as an alternative for those people. However, the contracts these bail companies set can be very strict, and in some cases threaten people to go back to jail if they cannot afford to pay back these loans in time. And you might think that these bail companies are handing out these loans to people in order to get out of jail. However, they just pick and choose which people, based on their income, they think can pay them back quickly, and the other people who can't and have lower incomes are left in jail. And that's just an open and shut case of wealth discrimination in the United States. Now, let's say you can't pay bail and you want or couldn't get a loan. You will then sit in jail until your trial date, which could be weeks, it could be months, even if you're innocent. And this leads to innocent defenders taking a plea deal with the prosecutors and pleading guilty to a crime even though they did not commit it. This is so the defender can get out of jail. However, the defender is then stuck with a criminal record attached to him for who knows how long. It could be months, it could be years, it could be their entire life, even though they were completely innocent of the crime. Now you might be thinking right now, this doesn't affect me. I'm not planning on committing any crimes. I'm not planning on getting accused of any crimes. However, it is affecting you right now at this very moment and every moment that you've paid taxes. A study has found that it costs roughly $38 million every day and $14 billion annually to keep around 450,000 people who a majority of are not a danger to the community in jail. These expenses can start as soon as a person is arrested. It can start from medical screenings, creating records, and a bunch of other things. In addition to that, each day to house and keep each inmate and give them the essentials, it costs about $85. And in some areas such as New York, it can cost up to $450. It just doesn't stop there. It can be estimated as a $140 billion detriment to the economy. Because these locked up people can't afford bail, they could stay in jail and lose their job, fall behind on payments such as the car, the house payments, and overall, it just detriments the economy by keeping these people who are not a risk to society locked up in jail. Now, you might think it is necessary to keep these people locked up because they could be dangerous to society. However, in areas that have no cash bail, they have the same, in some cases, even better rates of defendants returning to the set trial dates, which is around 89 to 91%. In the areas that these areas have also seen no uptake in crimes committed from those people released before their trial, and these areas include Washington, D.C., New Jersey, and Harris County in Texas. And with this jail population in New Jersey falling 20%, because of these people being able to get out of jail before the trial date, and they've also seen no uptake in crime in New Jersey because of this, it has benefited them greatly, and they've saved millions and in the long term probably billions of dollars. In addition to that, with bail being reformed, it can save the taxpayers up to $78 billion for national benefits. Cash bail is immoral and unnecessary, and we should abolish it. The injustices it has caused can reach out to anyone, even innocent people. It completely undermines the principle of innocent until proven guilty and costs us billions. In areas where it has been abolished, it has been seen no uptakes in crimes, and the sooner we can change the way our judicial system operates and eliminate bail, the better our society will be.